Let me make sure the sound is good. Let me make sure the sound is good on my side. Okay. Okay, it's sound over here. Yeah, it sounds good. So again, shalom, shalom. Before we start, before brothers start bringing it out, man, we want to face these and give all praise to the one true power. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered four corners of the earth, but willing as a whole. Yet all continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Aqua, the sister of this faith and this truth. But willing that you continue to pursue your light and Lord willing, this is the edifying camp lesson. Right? Lord willing, you edified, but brother got a certain precept. You know, we out here to feed the sheep, the elect, the scattered Israelites, four corners of the earth, prophesy the coming of Mashiach Yahushai, and prophesy the downfall of Esau's kingdom with the other nations. Your brother got a precept.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither there anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." All right? All these secrets, you know, of Babylon the Great, all right? Everything is being exposed right now, man. All right? Everything, there's nothing that's not going to be revealed. You see, they came out with the, what they call them, the Peptine files, right? They had like 3 million documents, all right? They had, what was it, 2,000 videos, 18,000 photos, man. And the stuff that's in there, you know, it shows you, all right, who the devil is, man.
I got some. You got something to say?
Yeah, it just goes to show you how close we are to the end of this place.
Yeah.
You know, because only this thing, with all this shameful spewing that come out upon this devil, they go to show you that he's at the end, man. Now, there's tricks that's running out, and enchantments are running out, man, because only he's being found out right now. Because it's across the whole world. Yeah?
So like I saw you did a lesson, we had the Obamas, like,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then he said, you know what he said? I just was reading an article right in the car before I got in here. He said he don't apologize for putting it up.
Yeah.
He said, hey, man, they listen, the devil was showing you who he is, man.
But like I always say, he not wrong for what he did, because the scriptures tell you that Esau and Jacob are enemies.
Yeah.
Jacob don't know that's their enemy. That's why Jacob like, oh, that's racist. No, he treating you like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
And we supposed to be doing that. When we got released from Babylon, the heathens came to Jake and said, let us help you build. Right. What Jake said, nah. We got this shit, this is our shit, we doing this. No, why they didn't take the help? Because they didn't trust it. Right. I'm saying, they say, never trust thy enemy in the scripture. Never trust thy enemy.
That's right. Hey, that's Sirach 12:10. Yeah, Sirach 12:20 on down, yeah. This 2 Thessalonians 2, in verse 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, in that men of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Okay, so this day, so ultimately, you know, the end times can't come unless this man be revealed, man. Okay, this man that we're speaking about is Esau Edom, the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Okay, the enemy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is being revealed, man. Through who? Through the mouth of a servant, the prophets, man. Okay, we've been telling you about this damn devil, man. You know, it's like we come out here every week and every day brothers are preaching about this, man. He's showing you that this man has no care for you, man. He don't even care about his own damn people.
Then a celebrity will say some little shit and niggas will flock to it like it's the law.
Right.
But something Jake, the prophet's been saying. You know?
And it's clear as day who he is, man.
Yeah.
You know? The Lord is making it very clear of who it is. You know?
the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1.
Man, I had verse 3. You gotta read the verse 3.
I had two.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47.
Read loud, brother.
Come down, send dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So on the ground there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right now, the shame is coming upon the people, man. They're not being seen as tender and delicate. Originally, America was seen as righteous, upright, very classy society. But now it's being shown that it's just praise, man.
Yeah, Salaki, it was all a facade to begin with, man.
Yeah.
You know, you just basically had cavemen dressing up in suits, man.
Yeah.
You know, prancing around like they something, man.
Yeah.
You know, sticking their nose up at you.
Yeah.
But these are the cavemen of the earth.
Yeah.
Job called them the bases of men.
And what they're doing now through the media is they getting you used to seeing people get slaughtered, killed.
Right.
They prepping your minds to see war.
Yeah.
You know, with ICE and all of that. So now when you turn on the news, you expect to see some shit going down.
Yeah. Yeah. And even with that verse that shows you what's up must come down. And then just off of the point that we're going into, if y'all go look at the opening of the Olympics, the United States team and the Israel team, they all got booed by all countries when they came out to the stadium. They booed the whole team. The whole team. Any organization dealing with United States or Israel got booed at the opening of the Olympics.
But what is that? That's
Esau Edom's shame is being revealed.
Verse 3.
And he broadcasted in the ceremonies that a lot of people ain't really talking about. They had like a church-like setting, and he lit pentagram on fire, man. You know, just letting you know you're under his system. You're under that satanic energy, man. Because that's what the Olympics pretty much is.
Yeah.
It goes back to the Greeks, and it's a coming together of all these nations, man. One out of many.
Obadiah says, though thou art small among the heathens, thou art greatly despised. You know, and it showed. You know, and you see, it wasn't a coincidence that it was just them two, right? You see how all this is about to play out at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah. And just like what we're going into, that's a comfort for us. That the captivity that you in is going to fall and be in the dust, man. This is, oh man, why are you excited about Babylon being destroyed and you live in it? Because the Lord said it is going to happen, man. If this thing's still up, that means Jacob's going to still be in subjection four corners of the earth. You want that bitch to fall, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the storm got to come before the light get here.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to be ready for the storm, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the main messages that we're preaching. Get ready for the storm, man. You know, it's about to happen. You know, but go ahead, you got that one.
No. We getting that, but we got to wait until verse 3.
Verse 2, take the millstones and grind them, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Hey, like a whore, man. She's getting undressed, man.
Yeah.
And everybody's seeing her nakedness.
Yeah.
You know, this whole place is being uncovered for all their wickedness, man. And that's the thing. This wickedness is far beyond probably what we've even imagined. You know, when we talk about those files, man.
Yeah.
You know,
They keep you distracted with them. That's really a distraction, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot more high-level witchcraft that's going on.
Oh, yeah,
And
sure.
they even playing with people. They even playing with them e-files, man. They want to put Jay-Z in it.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
That's all a distraction. Because if they let's say they did put everything out, it would be the people that make your foods, people who teach your kids,
Right.
people in higher level positions. But they want to put fucking Bill Clinton, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson. Nobody give a fuck about that.
Right, that's a deeper problem.
That's all bullshit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like this right here, this is a table of the LGB, the non-whites, and the small hats. Everything that they rule that's on social, that's on media or technology, and the things that's promoted about Epstein and all these other people. CBS, ABC, CNN, YouTube is all owned by small hats. So really, they're promoting it just to distract you for that bread and circus, just for you to have something else to think about while they doing some other conniving deception on the other side.
It's wicked. It's wicked. You know, the whole Epstein shit is wicked, but there's way higher level of wickedness that's going on.
And way worse.
And they about to turn it up too.
It's like
tomorrow.
the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church been molesting kids since I was a kid, since I can remember.
Yeah.
I've never seen a priest go to jail. You know, they relocate that priest. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like one of the highest religions in the world.
Yo, because even in the ancient world, when you go to the Greeks and the Romans, it was like more of a ritual to do something. It was more of a ritual to do something to a child, a boy or a girl. Like they felt they was more connected to that power on the left hand side, the following the son or a dove. You know what I'm saying? That's why they created a Plan B. You know, killing a child. It's like a ritual thing. You know, doing something to a child. Just the same with the Kardashians, they promoted a certain blood mixture that they do, soaking their skin in youth blood. What is youth blood? You getting that from aborted or a child.
Like it's like it, brother. Like the new movie or the newer Space Jam, they had a little parody skit where they went to the party and they was with the elites and they was walking around drinking blood and shit. And then what you just said, these devils, they go so far as there's a ritual where what they'll do is they'll have a little toddler or a little baby, however old it is, they'll scare it to the level where it gives them adrenaline, and then that's when they'll take the blood and get it. Now is that more wicked than this nigga? I gotta come up with a nickname for him. You know, Epi Boy. You know, that's high level wickedness. On top of that, like Yashua from Dallas always like to say, all these missing children, man.
Yeah.
How come they don't stop the world? Like he said, they'll stop the world for the jump shot, but they won't stop the world to find kids that's on fucking 40 kids on Walmart board. And that's just one Walmart.
That's because Esau got them all.
Right, exactly.
Yo, and then if you go look at the movie Taken, that movie was pushed by the government. Where the movie was about his daughter being taken, abducted, and then each one is about being abducted. Yeah, they promoting. That's one of the top distribution in the world. Yeah. Trafficking children. You know what they're doing to the foreigners? They put them in a big ass truck and bring them to a place so that they can work. That's still a form of trafficking.
Wait, hold on. Now this dude Trump, he was making a big old deal about the cartels, that human trafficking, and all that shit. But here he is, he's part of it, man.
Yeah.
Now these dudes,
that's crazy.
These dudes, man, they're a bunch of bullshit, man.
That's crazy.
But that's why none of them gotta get judged. None of them gotta get put in jail or anything like that, because they don't give a damn. Right. They don't give a damn, man. Now people gotta be going on with their stupid ass life and nothing happens. You know, because only that's how corrupt the world is. That wickedness is shown, wickedness is shown in the world, but no one gives a damn. Man.
It's exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right. I got something. With Job 5, verse 12. Disappoint the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. They take the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel before it is carried headlong. But the main point is that they got enterprise, right? You know, they got account, they got a whole plot, man. You know, this is part of it, man. You know, these little satanic rituals that they do, they actually believe that gives them power, man. Now these dudes believe on the left-hand side, that gives them power, man. You know, to keep ruling, man. You know, but really, they all controlled by the Most High, man. You know, so really nothing they can do, but still they keep doing these wicked-ass rituals behind the scenes to promote their, I guess you say, boost up their cred with Satan. Yeah.
I got this precept. It was to line up what you brought out in Isaiah 47. It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift up ye a banner, right, and going with his 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, and shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. The banner is the word, is this truth. That the men of the Lord is out here prophesying and teaching to the high mountain. Where it says that they exalt the voice, they prophesying and they shaking their hand, rebuking America. America, Mystery Babylon is the high mountain. It sits above all nations, even though this is a system. It's not just America. If you understand the so-called found fathers, it all stemmed from Europe, right? England came over here, the Italians came over here, the British came over here. It was a whole process in demand of how United States came, and it's all ran by Europeans, man. And they're getting revealed, just what the brother was saying, 2 Thessalonians 2:8. They're getting revealed by the spirit of the mouth of the Lord. It's the prophets, man. We exposing Esau limb by limb, bone by bone, every attribute, even from ancient time and from future time.
So lock it up. Let me back what you're saying. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7. It says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in the ears and in the ears of all the people. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing to this place, man. All right, this year marks the 250 year of this place, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we're prophesying the downfall of this place, man. We want to see this place go, man.
Yeah.
You know, with the hurry upness. You know.
Yeah, and that's why in order to understand what any brother is saying, you got to take the time to be like the people of Berea and be willing to understand, right? Because the Bible is really giving you history, prophecies, parables, dark sayings to really show you how we got to where we at right now and the coming of Yahweh Shai, right? In order for this system to fall, we need Yahweh Shai. Not one man, not 1,000 Jake can tear this system down. We can't beat Esau with all his technology and the weapons he got. We need a divine power to destroy this bitch ass thing.
Because he still got the spirit to where, like it was like during the time of slavery, where even though we were stronger than him, we still couldn't overtake him because the Lord weaned our spirits down to be subjected to him.
Yeah.
And that's how it is now, except we got this word.
Yeah.
So, you know, but the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Right.
So we ain't going to Johnson's gun store and say, okay, we're going to fight this man.
Right.
Yahweh Shai said, wait ye upon me to the day that I rise up against the prey. So,
Right.
And that's why we have the Lord. That's why we have the angels. That's why we have, you know, the Heavenly Father. Because the Lord said that he's going to put his anger in us. We're going to do and eat him according to his anger.
Yeah.
Not according to our anger.
Yeah.
Right, because Jake is real. Even though Jake goes through hell, Jake still forgives. Jake still, it's that anger still not in Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's going to have to put his anger, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to remember some of these things that happened to us, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to remember the damn, you know, the skin shoes that they made,
Right.
the belts that they made,
Ripped your
man.
ass.
How they took your baby out of your womb and these different things, man.
And we
This
see
is the
that-
stuff you got to know, man.
And
You know
we
what
see
I'm
that
saying?
happening right now. Judah getting roused up. You see, you know, Crawford, I don't want to pay for the belts no more. You see particular comedians like Godfrey speaking against Edom.
Yeah.
You know, you see it in different avenues of entertainment.
Yeah.
Judah's getting roused up, so we see this thing happening.
Yeah. And through the spirit is really Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Because remember what Cat Williams said in 2024, he said all is going to be revealed. But really, the Lord been revealing way before you, Cat. You know? And right now, right when the Seabiscuit came, all the Lord been doing was just peeling the onion off. Right? Now, celebrities is starting to speak up. Just like what you just said, Michael Epps, he said plainly, he said, man, why are we getting so hyped about fucking money? He said, when you die, you don't take it with you, and whoever that's in your family, whoever gets your money, right, they might waste that motherfucking money.
He said you can only stun on your own people. Because if
Yeah.
you try to stun on Esau, he'd take that shit.
That's
And that's
what
true.
Kanye West. He wasn't a billionaire no more. Now they say that he can't even perform in the United States. You don't got no control. Yeah.
This money overnight.
Judah's getting roused up, man.
Nah, not yet. We gonna know when they roused up. We gonna know.
Oh yeah.
Because when Judah get roused up, when something happens, Judah gonna act. That's how you know when Judah roused up. Just like you said, if you try to stun on Esau, they take your money. Like Javante Davis, they got him going through something where they said, oh, he beat his girlfriend, so we put him in. What? Why? I don't think he did it. But Jake ain't going out there stopping them from. They're like, oh, that's fucked up. That's what Jake did. Jake said, oh, that's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And go about their day.
He's a homeborn slave, man. Even when he does get roused up, it's easy to put his ass back in line.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's a fact.
When it's rouse up time, we gonna know. It ain't gonna be just speaking out all that protesting shit. Shit gonna be active.
It's like the riots when they had the riots in
In
92, and it was Issachar, and it was
Esau
and
was
Judah, bro.
terrified.
And they was,
I remember that.
they
shit.
all stepped
Esau,
back.
Hey, Esau was
Like
terrified. I'm
that.
talking about that shit happened in L.A. Esau was terrified here.
Yeah.
3,000 miles away, bro.
And they just had to let the shit. They had to let Jake just calm down, bro, because they couldn't do nothing. Once they got riled up, they was on it, man. They was tearing everything up, man. You know, but they let them. What did they do? They basically contained them into their city, and they just let them burn their shit down, man.
All they need to do
it's
is
like
struggle.
just to correct myself, it seems like different signs of it, you're not roused up yet.
All they need to do is just have one of those ice protests.
Yeah.
And when the next person gets shot, it's a jig thing.
Yeah.
You know? Now get shot like the last guy.
Yeah.
You know, that'll spark some outrage from Jake.
Well,
No?
they did it in Rome, where some of the Roman rulers used to say, lower their rations, like the food that they was getting, lower it. Then what they was doing with slaves and dividing the money, it made people they couldn't buy the things that they wanted to buy, so they started an uproar against Rome.
Well, what are they doing now? They I think it was February 1st. They passed it where now you can't. In some states, there's one state where you can't buy snacks.
Yeah, you gotta buy all food.
And then the other one now, and you got to be working. If you're not working, your shit getting cut off, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not working a certain amount, I think it's like 40 or 80 hours, and they cutting your shit off, man.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
and they're not, you can't have 17 and 16-year-olds on your case now.
Yeah.
They gotta be 14 and under.
Right.
Yeah, and they tracking what you doing, because the girl got arrested for making dinners on the side using the food stamp money just to bring in money.
One was doing a bakery, they took her stuff.
Yeah.
Also, even the migrants that's here legally, they taking the benefits away from them too.
But how did they do that law? The way they said it was, and certain immigrants who are here, basically they're going to take away your stuff. Well, who is that going to be? We already know. You know what I'm saying? How they wrote that law? It was just real. It was like a blanket statement. So now they can pick and choose who they want to do it. And you know who they're coming after, man. They're coming after you, Jake.
Yeah. I got a piece of it. This is Revelation, the 18th chapter. This is like what Yarman always say this. You know, all of us brothers probably say it all the time. The things that we see day on and day in and day out, when we say Esau gonna get double, man. When you see how your boss is at work, you busting your ass and they just sitting there, you know, your check not looking right. They gonna get double for the shit that they do. It's, Revelation 18 in verse 5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and a widow, and shall see no sorrow." The same thing what Donald Duck told Zelensky, when Zelensky said, you're covered or safe by water, but one day you're gonna feel it. And he said, man, don't tell me what we gonna go through. But one day that's gonna actually be a real reality. And the Lord, that just shows, it said, the Most High have remembered her iniquities. That means the Lord is watching y'all niggas, man.
But the Lord is doing them like he did to Pharaoh. You know, where he hardened his heart, and then all of a sudden, and you see, right now he was talking all that big stuff. Then they had talks with Iran right now, and everything seems cool. But remember, the Lord's gonna keep turning this stuff up, man. It's gonna keep increasing, man. You know, you're not gonna get away from it, man.
Yeah, it ain't turning back.
Yeah.
I got this Obadiah, verse 6. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" See that? So how are the things of Esau searched out? It's because what? The Lord has put the Spirit on his men to reveal his wickedness, man.
Okay, in the scriptures.
Yeah, in the scriptures, man. You know, and ultimately, man, you know, the prophecy has to be fulfilled. It's written that the men of the Lord is going to stand up and prophesy against this guy. Man. That's why we out here doing this now. Okay, because we're living in a time where we're about to be redeemed.
Right. And through the Spirit, kind of show you how dumb the nation of Edom is, because they promote their wickedness in movies and TV shows. You're telling on yourself. Let alone when he killed animals, he make a memorial by hanging them on a freaking wall. And what do we do to Jake? Right? He make movies of you in slavery, but tell you stop speaking about slavery. But you making movies on it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name real quick?
And you got whole plantations still out.
Yeah.
That they'll charge you, all right, that your ancestors was going through, and they'll charge you to go and look at what they did to you.
Yeah.
Right? That's how they do, man. They're proud people, man.
Right, and they'll tell you to forget those things, but they making money off of your history, or they're adding new stuff to it, just like with the Solomon and Sheba, where they made the movie. It said Solomon dated the Ethiopian queen, and that's why he had a son. That's why the Ethiopian Bible. They do all that extra shit, but they tell them themselves.
That's what you got before. He said they tell them themselves. Now read that. I'm gonna tell you why they do that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1. It says, the words of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up.
That's Esau. His heart was lifted up.
Right.
With pride. Go ahead.
It says, and thou hast said, I am the Most High.
That's what he's saying. He took Israel. He put himself there. He made his people the people. He's saying he the Most High.
Yeah.
He's saying, we can make our own water.
Yeah.
We don't need it to rain. We can make water. Go ahead.
Our own fruit. I said.
It was trees don't grow in Israel no more. They brought trees in. We did this.
Yeah.
We don't need. They think they got. Go ahead.
It says, I sit in the seat of the Most High.
See? Go ahead.
It says, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not the Most High.
See, he a man and he not the Most High, but he putting himself out there. So when you read Isaiah 46, it say the end from the beginning. That's what the Lord do. He tell you everything. He trying to be like the Most High because he telling you like his script.
Yeah.
Just like the Lord do. Go ahead.
It says, though thou sit thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Yeah.
And the worst thing he did was put himself up as Yahweh shot.
Yeah.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Because when the world thinks of so-called Jesus, they see that picture of Cesare Borgia.
Yeah.
That was the ultimate wickedness he did.
Yeah, just to go off the point of what you just said, this is Psalms chapter 9, verse 19 and 20. It says, Arise, O Yahweh, let not man prevail, let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahweh, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. When you read the NLT, it says, let the nations know that they're merely human. Y'all wasn't created to be immortal. Y'all was made to be humans. That's why Esau, he was made to have a carnal mind, huh? That's why the distractions you have come from a carnal mindset. Like when you look at the word gym, it means naked. That's why when you go to a gym, like Jake was laughing at the gym the other day, when you just got Edomites just naked, having conversations, butt ass naked. Gym mean naked.
They're still in that spirit of the Greeks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Right. And like when you go into Judah, the 5th chapter, where they know how to keep us in sin, and they know if we not in sin, the Lord is fighting with us. This is why they created GMO, right? What you said at work, America just cut ties with the World Health Organization. So that means that America can give you any type of food without the approval of the FDA, man. Yeah.
I got something about Shaka. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Like the brother was saying earlier, this kingdom has to fall, all right, in order for Yahweh Shai's kingdom to rise up. That's why we're so adamant on pushing this truth. That's why we're so adamant about coming out here doing the work. All right, because there's work that still needs to be done so the elect can be sealed and we can make it to the kingdom.
That's Daniel. There's Daniel 2.
Yep.
And 44, man. The Lord gonna destroy all this kingdom, man. All the rulerships of this world, the Lord gonna take them down, man. Like Russia, China. Because America's not the only one that's wicked. China's wicked. Russia's wicked. All these world powers, man, they're wicked as hell, man. You know? So the Lord gotta take them down, man. The Lord gotta take them out, gonna take away their power, take away their military, you know, establish himself as ruler, man. That's what we're waiting for, man, because that's the kingdom.
That's the like the Lord is fair. Because when you think about it, he gave everybody a time to rule, man. You did it, you failed. You did it, you failed. You did it, now we're gonna show you how it's done.
But they even gonna get their own plot of land back in the kingdom.
Right, right.
That shows the Lord's ultimate fairness. They're just gonna be subjected to the Israelites.
Esau ruled 3 times, man. Now, he ruled 3 times, and he went off all 3 times, man.
And he's that nigga that he go in, he try to change his disguise, go back, and they're like, sir, haven't we seen you before? No, that wasn't me. It's another guy. And they come in again and do some other shit, man.
In the book of Genesis, when he was crying for his blessing,
Yeah.
his father, he blessed him with his blessing, man. He's like, okay, man, listen, man. You're gonna do what? Your blessing gonna be the fatness of the earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually really playing out. And the scriptures say because of Abraham's his obedience, that his seed was gonna be blessed throughout all the earth. And that just tied back to what the brother was just saying. You know what I'm saying? Esau, hey man, that was he was his father's favorite. You know what I'm saying? He said he was gonna have the fatness of the earth.
And then what you said on this Roman TV show, when Caesar was basically defeating the army of Pompey. Pompey, he disguised himself as somebody else. And one of the soldiers that they was looking for Pompey, but they was in the ocean and the water tore up the ship. So they on the seashore and they came across him. They're like, man, the dude, being in the ocean, they woke up out of being conscious. And he was like, man, I seen you before. I know you. He's like, man, you haven't seen me. He said, what is your name? My name is Lucas Mullison. He said, what name is that? He said, I don't know. My father was a farmer. And then come to find out, he said, man, be real with me. He said, ain't you Pumpy? He said, yes. But don't tell Caesar. So just like what you said, even in the ancient world, this is what they did.
But that's why the scriptures say that the son of perdition must be revealed first, you know? You gotta, because he's ducking and hiding like a fugitive, man. He's putting disguises on, taking over people's identity. What is that? He takes
Covering cast?
Yeah, he takes a house, man, and his heritage.
Damn, he beat me to it.
I got Isaiah.
Let me read this real quick. It's like, this is Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away tears off all faces. Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
That's all the lies. All the lies will be brought down. It ain't gonna be no more. Everybody's gonna know the truth. The truth is gonna be revealed, man.
And the veil.
So like real quick, because what they do now is they have these folks who come up against like the truth. And what do they always do? They always say the black Hebrew Israelites, or they always try to push this narrative. Even when you say it's not about color, it's about who your lineage goes to. But they keep having people come.
See, they know that. They know that. They just do that. It's just
demonized.
Right. Or just put in
category.
Just
It's
other
like
things.
that last
It's like just something that's in the way.
Yeah.
You think about. Like even like
The rock.
Part of this veil is like Chinese people. Ain't no such thing as Chinese people. Those are Moabites.
Right.
White people ain't gonna be no all that shit. Everything.
All
All of
nationality.
It's gonna go back to the original. It's gonna go back to the original estate of things.
18 nations.
No, what's the name? Real quick.
And that backs up the point with it saying Malachi that Yahweh don't change. If you're going back to the way of the old thought and of how nations was being called, that means the Lord don't change. That means the nations are still the same. Just got a different name.
It says, and the veil that is spread over all nations, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces. And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off the earth.
Yeah, he's gonna take away the rebuke of his people from off the earth. Or the Israelites. Not everybody. Everybody else fuck them.
Yeah.
Right?
And another indicator is that we're not going to teach one another no more.
Oh, yeah,
Which is that spiritual rebuke.
Yeah.
For the Lord hath spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power, whom we have waited for him.
That's a possession.
And he will save us.
Possession.
This is the Lord, we have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation.
Oh, that's Joel 2:27. That I am the Lord your God and none else.
Right.
You know?
And truly, how we just said, his salvation, when we break it down salvation, it's really the Lord's salvation. And it's only one. It's not ours, it's not the way of Christians. The salvation that the Lord, and that salvation is directly for Israelites. If you understand the meaning of salvation.
For in this mountain shall the hand of the Lord rest, and Moab shall be trodden down under him, even as straw is trodden down for the dunghill. And he shall spread forth his hands in the midst of them, as he that swimmeth spreadeth forth his hands to swim. And he shall bring down their pride together with the spoils of their hands. And the fortress of the high fort of thy walls shall he bring down, lay low and bring to the ground, even to the dust.
So the Lord got to take down skyscrapers, the cities, all the shit. I believe that Trump trying to build an ark right now, trying to build his own ark right now. No? And all that shit about to be taken down, man.
Yeah.
No, melted away. The Lord said in Isaiah 14 and 26, the Lord got to come with the best of destruction, man.
Yeah.
Decent, huh?
Yeah.
It's a decent
Boom,
destruction.
which is a boom of
And
destruction.
that's another proof that he's like Nero. Because Nero, he made a town hall or a banquet in the ancient world. And Donald Duck was the same one that said he wanted to build a town hall or a banquet hall.
Well, he's trying to name the Kennedy Center after him.
Yeah, come on,
You know what I'm saying?
It's on 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens and earth shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Wait, hold on. When they say the earth pass away, it basically means the state, the rulership that is in, is going to pass away. You ain't going to see this rulership anymore.
Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting for the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, being dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yo, that right there is an indicator. You're supposed to be anxious, excited. You're supposed to be thinking on the coming of the Lord, not thinking about building a business or a company on this side, Jake. You're supposed to be thinking about the coming of, come on, man. What the heck you thinking about a business and money, value and shit? You're supposed to be thinking the Lord is about to come today or tomorrow, man.
Because it said, what manner of persons ought you to be?
Right.
Also, Yahweh Shai said, occupy till I come.
Right.
And the scriptures tell us to be occupied in prophecies.
Right.
Now you still have to, don't get it twisted, you still have to maintain your day-to-day life and go to work and take, but you shouldn't have a 20-year plan.
If you know all this shit is going to burn up.
Yeah.
If it's told everything in here is going to get burned up. So how should you be? How should you be acting?
It's saying right here, verse 13, it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and new earth, wherein dwells righteousness.
Right.
So the world can get refreshed. That's what we're looking for, man. A refreshed, clean, prosperous world. No, because I'm in this world is corrupt. And every day you're bringing in chemicals and trash.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful on all angles.
Yeah.
Even when you so-called got it good, it's still stressful.
Right.
Around you walk on me.
Yo, and another thing, yo, Jake, you living with money that has no backing, it has no value. I looked on ChatGPT and I asked the question, is the dollar expendable? And it said yes, because it said eventually it's going to be abandoned. And when you think about that, fulfill what it says in Revelation 13. That, you know, Jake is all humped on a damn dollar. They're comfortable in the state that they in. Eventually, this thing is about to change in a real major way.
They already put everything. They already put everything digital. Even like dollar and shit. But like it was crazy because last week gold was like at $5,052, and then everybody was like it was a gold rush and the silver rush. Silver went from fucking 40. It went from $40 to fucking $130, and but once they seen it was a gold and silver rush, they fucking crashed it and made it and dropped it down. Cause that mean it don't matter about the dollar because they in ruler, they can make fucking anything money.
Yeah.
They can make you can have say you got this gold was solid gold and it was worth $50,000. They can say tomorrow, hey, that's worth a penny.
Right.
Because they ain't rule shit.
Look what they did with Bitcoin. It was 125,000.
It dropped to like 63.
Yo, that's crazy. You talking about money
There's
now.
a reason for that.
That when
Go ahead.
that we talking about money and currency.
Don't forget.
The brother, when you speak about Jacob's trouble, when you go and check ChatGPT again, if the dollar collapsed, it says real minerals. If we will go back to real minerals or metals being the real resource.
But
when you go,
even with that, they can say, hey, that's not worth nothing. It's nothing what you do.
Remember the movie The Book of Eli when he was trying to get water? They was asking him what he got to offer. He said a scarf, chapstick, shampoo, a button, a battery.
That shit was worth something.
Yeah.
But that's why reparations won't help either. Because as soon as you give Jake $1 million, that shit is just going to be worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, because like you said, they control it.
Yeah.
So if they give it to you, then we don't. This shit ain't worth
One
nothing.
more thing, because this brother be talking at work. When you go into when you go into credit and all of that are having you with debt, they said did a research in history to control the masses. A form of debt and credit. Now, gold and minerals, you could use it, but it wasn't effective until they made the dollar. So they said we can supply a controlled demand because of the dollar. And so now they say now in 2026 the dollar not backed by anything, but they made it seem that you can buy some with it because stores still accept the dollar. The industry still, but ChatGPT said the dollar is useless.
The Federal Reserve note on the back of it says debt. It says debt.
And going back to what was going on with Bitcoin, there's a company, MicroStrategy. Of course, their acronym is Monster, but they basically own like over 3% of the Bitcoin out there. They've just been buying it up. This is basically an event to liquidate their ass. Because this Michael Saylor guy, he's like one of them, but he ain't totally down with the elite's agenda. So they just gonna liquidate his ass, man. And then they'll raise it back up again.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. They should cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They should not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it's a stumbling block of their iniquity.
And that's what people boast in nowadays. They boast in their money as if that's going to get them out of a situation that the Lord is going to bring on earth.
And Shalakis.
Jake on the internet with the big blocks of money like this and shit. I be thinking in my head like this shit crash.
R. Kelly had money prior to his scandal, but what they do, they froze his shit so he can't even buy himself noodles. You know what I'm saying? They froze his accounts. His big shot lawyers, he still had good lawyers, but they wasn't able, because niggas in the hood like, I just give me a lawyer, I got lawyer money. Well, the Lord can't fucking beat the white man's system.
Yeah. And those are like, I did a lesson about what they're doing now is they betting on when the Lord is coming. And they play some bets about what year the Lord is coming. I can see, and it's almost at like $1 million.
That's wicked.
Bet on this stuff. Man. You know what I'm saying? And I had brought this out. Like your money's not gonna save you, man. You putting that on, hey.
You got more on that?
About real quick, water are the commodities,
Right.
the tradable currencies.
And also, silver and gold is real money. You don't have real money, man. No, you got monopoly money, man. So you got a little paper, literally just paper.
Right.
A little paper that comes from a tree. No, that shit, hey, loan me the other day, man, your garbage money that you use every day, it got to be made worthless real soon, because they got to be skyrocketing debt, man. No, America's already in 38 trillion dollars in debt right now. No, if they default, all that money, all the money that you have got to become worthless because people are not going to be investing in America. People are going to go into different countries, like Europe or China, and putting their bonds in that, man.
But that's why they got to rob and steal. That's why they got to take over stuff like Venezuela, get that oil flowing through them so they can get that money, you know.
Yeah, they even say history when they created the central banks and all the people, all the countries got connected, you were already established in debt because these banks were giving you a loan of money that they didn't have to make you feel that you had a friction of money, but it really was just paying back a loan.
This is the book of James, chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth." All right, which is ultimately the Lord of armies, not the Lord of the Sabbath. But it says, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of the slaughter."
Yeah, America's about to experience a Great Depression, man. You know, a lot of it's going to get very financially uncomfortable for people. Yeah. But, you know, because of the dollar has been devalued so much, price is going to go up, and that's going to lead to a famine.
Yeah. It's all symbolic to Rome. Rome, the major point that it fell is because of economics. And that's the one point that people can't make a comparison with Revelation 13. They practice the same and exercise the same thing as the old one. And the main thing was money in Rome.
Yeah, this is just an extension of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
It's that the eighth deposit. Where's that at? The little horn.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
like
get that too.
seven
Yeah.
and,
It says,
And that's going into how the Lord is bringing those plagues back, man. You know, America, Babylon the Great is about to experience a famine soon. Yeah.
it says, "Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you." You see that in the streets, but on a smaller level, you seeing ICE. You know, they just going around being bullies, doing whatever they want. All right. But up here, it says your gold and silver is cankered, and the final currency that they want to have is the chip.
Yeah.
That's the final currency that they want to push.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, everything is digital. Everything is going digital. That's the final straw is the chip.
Yeah.
And that's where they want to have your currency on.
You see that? Josh might know. They made the stock market all digital. You see that?
Yeah.
So usually the stock market trades from what 9 to or 10 to
9:30 to or 9:30 to like 4.
right. But now the stock
It's
it's going to be 24/7. The only way you can do that is if it's digital. So and all the big banks is digital already. It's already in place. They just still using the cash right now.
Yeah.
So it's already in place.
And the systems that they're using are basically like clearing houses, where when banks need to transfer large amounts of money, let's say a company buys something for $1 billion, or they make an international trade, they still use it in the dollar, but they use like the Swiss system with the clearinghouse.
Yeah.
Now with digital currencies like XRP, XLM and shit, that shit is instant. There's no need for a clearinghouse. There's no need for a backer.
Yeah.
You know, so instead of the shit taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks to move through the system, man, it's instant. And that's what they want to move towards.
Yeah, it's faster.
Yeah, it's faster. They save a lot of money.
Yeah, that's why a World Economic Forum, I think they were saying that it's a slower process with money, but they want to go 100% digital because and you can trace it. With paper, it's hard to trace it. That's why drug dealers are able to, you can't trace the money. But if it's digital, you can trace all assets. You can find this person purchasing some shit on a porn website. Oh, I can find you just bought this damn computerized dildo or some shit. Oh, I can see that you just bought that and everything. Yeah, they want to analyze everything you buy. Going back to the food stamp thing, they analyzing on what you buy. Every time they watching all these people to see if they buying snacks.
With the AI, they can track
They don't need that's the thing. They don't need people watching.
Yeah.
They got AI now, so they can just put an AI on it.
Normally it'll lead to the chip, man. So they can track you wherever you go, or whatever you do. Because you can toss your phone. So you can toss your phone and go off to the wilderness or some shit, and hide out.
Yeah.
No, you can do that. No, but if you have a chip in you, they don't know exactly where you are, what you're doing, where you're going. And if you have a brain chip, they'll fucking weak your mind, bro.
fly a drone over your ass and get your heat signal. Yeah. You try to live off the grid.
And they got, they said the chips is gonna have like cyanide in them too. So if you're being naughty, you're gonna release it. Period.
This is this Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and the image of the beast is what you see around you, this system. And the image is going to present its mark, which is the chip, which the chip allows you to participate in the system. All right, and he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Anybody see that? Been circulating this video from it was a music video that came out, I believe it was '88. It's called "Watch Out for the 666." You ever see that?
I got it.
Oh yeah. But they was talking about the chip. Yeah. About, oh, they're trying to put it under your skin. Some white motherfuckers.
Yo, y'all seen? Yeah, is it the song? Y'all heard the song?
Oh yeah,
It's coming. Yeah, this song was in the 70s, bro. It's I remember I
But back then, they was making songs about it, but if it was, because when the Apostles and Elders first came on YouTube, it was kind of sci-fi-ish to people, and that was in the early 2000s, so in the 70s, people couldn't see that.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't see it.
Right.
Even though they made songs about it, it was far-fetched, but it was still the truth.
Yeah.
Just like what you said in the chat about Timeless. Timeless was
In
a
Time?
prime example. Yeah, that
The movie?
yeah, Timeless.
It was In Time with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, where you was able to buy anything just off of time.
Yep.
Just off of time. Just scanning your arm.
Everything was based off
And
time.
it made it plain that it was you just scan your arm.
It was gambling with it.
Yeah. And that was a plain, and this is why for congregations that always say, y'all movie prophets. But you got to know the government has a movie division. So some of the movies they push is for conspiracy.
And you have to explain, if you're going to break it down and say that the mark of the beast is spiritual, you got to explain how you can buy and sell with anything that's, because buying and selling is a transaction. You have to physically do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can't just read your mind, though. They can't just go out there and go, oh, this guy, he worships us, or he's good.
And if you say that the mark of the beast is sin, then that means we all got it. Because at one point we all sinned.
And can't nobody be delivered. If that's the case.
Go ahead. Book of Habakkuk chapter 2, start verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and while I shall answer while I'm on the watchtower right now, watching. And Yahweh answered what he had said, write the vision, and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah.
The main point is that so we're making it plain upon the table to you so you can understand.
Right.
For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but the end it shall speak. Not a lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right.
You know, we're seeing right now, man.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause right now we're in that appointed time right now, man. We're seeing the prophecies happen as we speak right now.
Yeah.
We're happening live. You know?
That life.
They gotta keep going happening. Gotta keep going, man.
And they're setting everything up. I think we talked about it last week, where ICE was buying up warehouses and stuff. Right, so they're putting this stuff into play, you know. And what I was saying earlier too is, you know, while everybody's going to be enjoying, you know, the bread and circus tomorrow, hey, these elites, they're going to be doing, you know, that's what they're going to be working their hardest, man.
Working on their agenda.
You know, that's what they're going to be doing their damnedest, because you're going to be the most distracted at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Dropping shit out the air on you.
Right.
Hey, don't be surprised. They probably bomb Iran or some shit on this level.
Right. They've been doing that.
Why the game playing? Yeah.
And that's the best way. You know, like as grown-ups, you know, you a man and your woman, you want to get it in. You try to get in when your children is occupied or distracted with the TV. You hear your son in the room jumping around. Oh yeah, this is a good time for us to get a little sneaky. So you got to think the elites. They don't care about the circus. You know, it's not like Rome. In Rome, you had some of the politicians going to the gladiators to see, but really behind the scene, you had the top-notch ones. They didn't give a damn about that. It was more beneficial of still having control of the system. The system always has to be updated, just like a computer. You know, that goes into Proverbs 4:16. They don't get no rest until they make somebody fall. You know, that's their program to always work. That's why America don't never take a break.
Right, just like they, and when they working evil, you got to be working righteousness to overwrite that, man. You know, that's why the Lord got his men on overdrive. You see brothers waking up, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth pushing the truth, man. You know, right now, his brothers going live all over the earth, man. You know, and you think Esau know that, you see that, man. You know, that's why the scriptures say in Revelation 12:12 about, you know, matter of fact, I just get it with it. Okay. I got three. Let me grab this one. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens. It says, and ye that dwell in them. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And we see that example of that, man. You know, the prophecies is coming forward, man. You know, he's causing shit to fall. America is all out of whack. You know, so we just doing what we got to do in order to get out of here, man. Right. You know, the Lord told us, man, you know, the brother just brought up Revelation 13, you know, that the mark is physical, man. You know, so he's trying to set himself up as the Lord, as the Most High, man. So he wants to control you, you know, and that's why it's about overcoming. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Shai told us he overcame the world, man. Okay, and if we're in the spirit of him, we're gonna do the same. This is Revelation chapter 3. In verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The ultimate hour is coming, man. Right. You know, where they're going to force this thing on you, man. You know, and you got to deny it. You know, it says, which shall come upon all the world. It says, to try them that dwell upon the earth. It says, behold, I come quickly. It says, hold fast which thou hast. That it says that no man may take thy crown. And what do we have? It's his truth, man. You know, we hold in this truth. We hold on to what this is all we have to hold on to, man.
Revelation 2:10.
Wow.
Because when they force it, it's going to be a penalty for not taking it. And that penalty ain't going to be like what it was for the jab. It's going to be death. Go ahead.
Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. It says, behold, the devil.
The things that you shouldn't fear is going to a concentration camp.
Yeah.
Your kids getting snatched away.
Yeah.
We gotta stay spiritual in this thing. Go ahead.
It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
Hey, because some brothers going actually, it's going to happen to some brothers because the Lord said it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. So let it be a faith builder when it happens. Go ahead.
But then you got the moment where Yahushua, we still in the flesh, where he knew his time was coming. He said, man, let this cup pass over me, but let it be your will. Let it be your will and not mine. You gonna still have that human instinct, like going on a roller coaster, man. I don't think I should have never got up here, but you know.
But always be. But you gotta look at. That's why you gotta look at all things written aforetime written for our learning.
Yeah.
Hey, when Meshach and Abednego went in there, they didn't know if they was gonna live or die.
Right. Yeah.
But they knew what the Lord said He was gonna do. So they said, hey, it might be a time, because the 7 Maccabees brothers, they had faith, but they died.
Yeah.
And the other brothers might have faith and they might get delivered. Daniel would say, Michael the archangel gonna come and stand for the children of thy people.
Yeah.
That's because we gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So some brothers gonna be getting saved, some brothers gonna have to
Go through with that.
Yeah.
And that draconian law is coming back on the earth.
Yeah.
And this article that I saw, it says Kim Jong-un executes school children for watching Squid Game.
Wow.
Right? That's the spirit that's going to be upon this earth, man.
Hey, he already last year, remember?
No, look, if Kim Jong-un is a Moabite, or what? So, how much more Esau? How much more Esau? So we dealing, I wish I could be fucking with Jong-un. We're dealing with the Edomites. They gonna show you, they gonna show us, bro. Finish that.
This is, it says,
That's crazy.
and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. It says, be thou faithful until death.
Stay faithful until death, until you die.
Right? And Salakia, they publicly being executed. Right? That's what's coming on. That's like you said with those movies.
Yeah, they
What's
do.
that, The Running Man and all that stuff? These are all things that...
Why would you do a public execution? Because you want everybody else to fear.
Right.
And that's what they do it.
Yeah.
Right.
But we can't fear them.
Yeah.
It says, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you're gonna get a crown of life if you overcome that, man. You gotta be faithful unto death, man. You know, that's what comes with this. You know? But I was about to say, remember last year they had how many guillotines they had brought to America? Remember it was like 15,000 or some shit. They brought 15,000 because they plan on going back to that, man.
And what's funny, Elder Apostle Gabar tried to look it up again, and they said
they took it off.
It wasn't true. You know what I'm
But we know it is
We already
true.
know.
So why? Because Revelations 20 and 4.
Right.
It say the people who
They're
did
headed, they're gonna be headed for that.
I appreciate what you just said. This is First Maccabees 12 and 9. It says, therefore we also, albeit we knew none of these things, that we have the holy books of scriptures in our hands to comfort us. Just like the movie, The Book of Eli. Being in that tried time, he always had the scriptures. So just like what you said, we know that this stuff is going to happen. St. John 8 and 32, right? The truth shall set you free. We got this. This is going to set your mind at ease. You knew that this was going to happen. The difference is, yes, we in the flesh, but the spirit that's in you going to know, like Sam, you know, we deal with certain things, but guess what? All this shit going to burn. You know?
Yahushua told us. He told the disciples, these things I've told you before, so when they happen, you'll know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're in that spirit now. You know, the things that are written before time.
Yeah. And you can prepare your spirit with the scriptures. You know, so when it does come to pass, you know, when we do get to those times, we got the knowledge, we got the comforter. You know what I mean? This is Matthew chapter, just to back up the prophecy, Matthew 24 and verse 8. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's a heavy thing, man. You know? And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. You know, and that's going to happen because a lot of that fear that they're going to invoke upon the people.
And that test, that's the thing too. There's going to be a lot of people folding. There's going to be a lot of people, even in the truth, who will be folding this time, man. You know, when shit gets hectic, and your faith wasn't really there,
And that's why you got to.
it's gonna be a lot of folks just folding off, man. You know, because your kids can't eat, because your wife is nagging you, because this, that, and the other. You don't want to lose your good job. You don't want to get kicked out of your house. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that test is gonna be a real strength of what your faith is gonna be, man. And that's why the Lord is locked in. That's why the Lord has been building us up, man. You know, we'd have been through a lot of stuff, man. Because the Lord is really building us up for this time. We already taken the pre-test. Right. So when we know, we're like, shit, we can have nothing to begin with. We got nothing good. We got to lose. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. That's what your mindset got to be. All right, you see blood, you know, that's crazy, right? But you keep it moving. You're not, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that we've been going through our life. It's all been part of coming up to this test. Hey, we see what's going on.
Paul said he counted all dung to receive Yahushua. All of this, man, is trash, man. You know?
And you got a stiff arm life, bro. You really got a stiff arm life. You got to go through this shit and stiff arm and shit out your way, man.
Like more so these other camps that they don't even know what MOTV is.
Right.
It's going to totally catch them off guard. Totally catch them off guard. I see this one chat, there's one IUIC member, somebody asked him what the MOTV was. I got a screenshot of it. You know, I should put it in the group chat. They said, is that the enemy? I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know?
That's crazy. And you got all them. That's why I like our chances, man. Because you got IUIC calling on Yahweh now. You got Genesis, they calling on Yahweh.
Hey, he's a reverend now. That nigga's a reverend.
That's I like that. Hey, that means.
Somebody got to play their role.
That nigga came out with a button up.
And he took his head off finally for the white man. Hey, that's why I said I like our percentages, man.
Who was he consulting with?
He
was on the video yesterday.
made him look like that at first.
He was consulting with what's that dude? Mike Brown. Yeah, he now he looks to him to find out words, and so he's like, I was just texting Dr. Brown.
That's I was on. I seen what's dude name from BOW, Rochester. He was talking about scholar this and scholar that. I'm like, yo, they just go against who the elders was, man. It's like they going against everything our elders taught.
Whatever the apostles teach, they
go against it. You know what I'm saying? He called us so trying to refute the Sabbath thing yesterday. I'm like, this guy,
that's good. Just be a stumbling block.
He said, just come on, man.
That's the best lesson. Yo, because of the point that you made, First Maccabee.
Let me grab this real quick. This I got that. Matthew 10:28. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul." It says, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Right. So we're not fearing man because we understand, what comes with being the elect. Brothers may have to put their life down for this thing. Right? But ultimately we're not. We understand that your spirit going back up to the spirit world, man. Right. It may be a little pain, but hey,
you might not feel nothing.
Come on.
You might not feel nothing like something. Hey. Let me get this real quick since you brought that up. This John 11 and 24. We really ain't supposed to even fear those things. This John 11 verse 20.
And remember, we was talking about that with the brothers, the 7 sons in the Maccabees. Remember, they didn't fear that. They already knew they was coming back. But that's the number that Yahweh Shai did upon us, that now a lot of our people, we fear that death, man. Before we
because growing up in America, you was taught that, you only live once and shit like that. So it's hard for some people to get that out of their spirit. All right? But that's not so. This is the book of John chapter 11, verse 24. It say, Martha said unto him, I know. I'm going to get the point. This John 11, 25. Yeah. It say, Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day.
Right, talk about Lazarus.
And Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though he were dead, yet he shall live. And whosoever believes, lives and believes in me shall never die. And then he said, believest thou this? He asked her, do you believe this?
Yeah.
And the answer is supposed to be yeah.
And what is that? Is that John 3? Where it says, those who believe, but it says, but then those who don't believe, you damned already, because you don't believe in the Son of Man. You know
Just
what I'm saying?
even in John chapter 6, with the 6 and 63, 66, where he said, hey, some here that don't believe. You might as well just fucking kick rocks if you don't believe.
And in the spirit, just for Lazarus is the example of Israel getting the breath of life, and getting the Rakah Kodash is basically getting the quickening spirit, being made alive. That was all going back to the example of Israel coming back to life. But just to the point that you said earlier, First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11 in the GNT, just showing how it was coons back then. It was going to be coons taking the MOTB. It says, at that time there appeared in the land of Israel a group of treacherous Jews who had no regard of the law, or who had a bad influence on many of our people. They said, let us come to the terms with the Gentiles, for our refusal to associate with them has brought us nothing but trouble. This proposal appealed to many people, and some of them became so enthusiastic about it.
How did something like that happen? Because they was, where it say you ain't supposed to be care about the cares of this life. What's the
Cares of this world.
What? 1 John 2,
I think
15,
it's
17?
Timothy. Is it Timothy? That
Second.
cares? Keep
Second
going.
Timothy 2.
It says, and some of them became so enthusiastic, received from him permission to follow Gentile customs. They built in Jerusalem a stadium like those in the Greek cities.
Start that over. Where you said, since they got trouble.
Yeah, I got you.
Get that again.
It said, they said, let us come to terms with the Gentiles, for our refusal to associate with them has brought us nothing but trouble.
Hold that. Read
Okay.
this real quick.
The book of Sirach 2, verse 1. My son, thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation.
See, they didn't read this, or their spirit wasn't thinking about this. That they say when you prepare to come and serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, not happiness. Not it's about shit about to get good.
What
They
it
say
say,
temptation. You know what I'm saying?
They made a covenant with death and hell.
Yeah. Keep going.
Isaiah.
Set thy heart aright and confident endure.
If you enduring something, that means you going through something.
Yeah, hardship. Okay, verse 12, it says, this proposal appealed to many people, and some of them became enthusiastic about it, that they went to the king and received from him permission to follow the Gentile customs. They built in Jerusalem a stadium like those in the Greek cities. They had surgery performed to hide their circumcision, abandoned the Holy Covenant, and started associating with Gentiles, and did all sorts of other evil
To
things.
hide their circumcision.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
They had surgery to perform to hide their circumcision.
They was
So they were sewing. They was getting their old foreskin and sewing it back on.
That's fucking wicked as hell.
Or if it was dry, they would get somebody else's that just did it and use their foreskin and sew it back on.
That's Genesis though. That's what Genesis is right now.
Yo,
The only reason why he took off his hat now, because now he's getting money.
Yeah.
Before he kept his hat on, doing all that. Now he got his hat off,
They probably told that nigga to clean up his image.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
probably did it for
Oh, he got glasses too.
Yeah.
He got
And a tie, man.
He got readers.
Yeah.
Tie.
like
one of them
TD
glasses.
He
He
need
took
to
off
get
his,
another
he took
shirt.
off his hat now, and now he out there, with his glasses on.
He coming down with the theatrics. He ain't
Yeah.
holding no sword.
Yeah, you got,
Oh yeah. Where the sword go?
He
Yeah,
ain't doing all the extra stuff now.
No, he got keys to his, he got keys to his elders, man. He got keys to Dr. James Brown. They got peace speakers.
Oh, no else I ain't heard him say in a while?
So they're in ministry now.
Yeah,
He got a PR firm, man. You know
Let
what I'm
alone,
saying?
let alone to get better views and have people listen to you more. So you gotta change. You gotta change the image to match what you trying to bring forth.
Yeah.
So it makes sense on why you would do that.
I got some real quick. The book of Sirach 2, verse 7, on the point of the Lord helping us in time to take trouble. Verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help you. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear Yahweh shall not shy, wait for his mercy, that go not aside, yet lest you fall. Ye that fear Yahweh shall not shy, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear Yahweh shall not shy, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Then you gotta hope for good. So like, it's like, if they put you in that guillotine, you can still hope for good, you know, till they cut your head off.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Or it might not get cut off.
yeah, right.
For having your belief.
Yeah.
Or send an angel down.
You gotta think with Daniel, well, when the bell the dragon, when he seen Habakkuk come with food, he said, "Oh Lord, you remembered me."
Right.
That's how you gonna feel when Jacob trouble come and food come across or certain it's gonna go in your mind that the Lord remembers you.
Like he fed Elijah with the raven.
Yeah.
He made the water come from rock,
Yep.
manna from heaven.
When he told when he was when Yahweh started prophesying that these how you know that these would be the men of the Lord, that a snake bit him, nothing would happen to him, cast out spirits. What happened to Paul? Well, Paul got bit by a snake, shook it off, and they said, "Oh my, it's a God right in front of us." That was the example to show you that's going to happen in our time.
And we're gonna see miracles. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna see miracles. We read about them now. The Lord is gonna show us wonders, man.
Right.
He's gonna show us wonders.
That's very.
Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, is ever any trust in Yahweh Shema Shai was confounded, or did any abide in his fear, or was forsaken?
Hey, and these are one of those chapters, like Psalms 34, like Psalms 91, that you should be reading constantly to keep in your mind. So when you get faint-hearted, you know what I'm saying? Keep reading on that. So like it.
For whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For Yahweh was full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goes two ways.
Yeah.
Woe unto
Play
him
both
that
sides of the fence. Who go in two ways.
double-minded.
Bubble eyes, blackfish, what they call them?
Yeah, bubble eyes. I ain't seen that nigga.
Oh yeah.
He's back. He's back.
GOCC leader.
He really did that.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think they cared if that nigga was going off. He just
He been all the way up.
I know. I remember one body. Shit. One body.
oh yeah. They said Yahweh Shai didn't do miracles.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Come on, man. That's your crap, man. Ain't no charity, ain't no missiles.
This team got back.
Damn, but what is it?
Smoke that too.
Yeah, what is it in the scripture?
Yeah. They all go back. They all go back.
They all go the same way.
He told you that he sold out.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
Yeah, if you don't really believe, you're not gonna get defended. You can't fake this thing. You can't trick the Lord.
Woe unto you that have lost patience. But what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you?
And that's that key, man. You can't lose your, people, you get caught up in that corner and you ready to start fighting and running, you know what I'm saying? No, man, you got to put that faith in Yahweh Shem outside, man.
Right.
At the end of the day. You can't lose patience, man.
Yeah, it's no time
in
to
this
be
thing.
losing patience.
We too close.
Right now, I can see. I really can't, but
Yeah, I
10
get what
years
you're
ago,
saying. I get
like,
what you're saying. Yeah, this shit happening right now.
Yeah.
what is you talking about?
This shit about to be over.
Now,
Fact.
Yeah, man. Good thing to pop right now. Man. We're in that time. We're in the day and age. But they already got troops in the streets.
yeah.
No, they already got troops in the streets. And they were talking about deporting the Haitians now. The Southern Kingdom, but now they have to do like this whole court thing. They'll try to get to court.
Well, they just deported a guy, he was a military vet, and they deported him back to Jamaica, man. This dude was a military vet for like 50 years or something.
That's the
going
devil
on,
right there.
And they deported him right back to
You see the black dude they deported? They deported the black dude and sent him in to El Paso or some shit. They flew him there, then they found out he wasn't supposed to get deported, flew him back, and then they said the next day ICE kicked down the man's door again and took him back to the facility. And they was like, and then it said that he said the ICE agents were saying to me, why are you here? Like,
That shit crazy.
It says U.S. Army veteran deported to Jamaica after 5 months in ICE detention.
wow,
You know what I'm
5 months?
saying? 5 months in detention.
That's crazy.
He said he arrived in 1975. Come on, man. You know, and he was in the military.
How long was he in the military for?
I don't know what to say.
Come on,
That's
man.
fucked
That
up.
shit's
That
crazy.
he killed people for you,
Yeah.
and then y'all got that shit crazy.
Yeah.
That means that it don't matter about your badness, how long you may you kill him.
Devil,
I'm glad you helped him, but you got to get the fuck up out of
Yeah, that's Satan.
here. Yeah.
This is why you niggas out there who love this devil, man, the Lord will kick your ass out, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you love your oppressor, man.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about you, so you give a fuck about him. Ain't that shit, man?
And a lot of those ones who came from the border, you know, like the Hamites and the other ones, you know, it's crazy because I had one at the plantation. And he's trying to get into the National Guard and do these different things now. You know, you look at him like, what's your purpose? You know what I'm saying? But you see what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You see what's about to lay down, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming, man.
Yeah. It
You know?
literally is.
You got to prepare your mind, man, for, you know, the stuff that you're about to see.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a precept. This is
Go ahead. I still got my precept.
okay. Go ahead, Bashar.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, because this is what the wicked is saying in their heart. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. It says, "For let us lie in waiting for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to the infamy, the transgression of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's, his ways are of other fashions."
Hey, I just seen the video on fucking, I was on my, I don't have my phone right now, so I was on my girl's phone, TikTok. Esau eating, it was some cute little Edomite girls too. Eating ground beef, raw ground beef out the joint, they laughing and giggling. That's, read that again.
It
Verse
says 13. He professes. Oh,
no.
I got you. 15. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's.
He said grievous to behold. Behold is looking upon something. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, that's gross. Now then they just eating raw meat and raw steak and raw liver. That's grievous to behold, go ahead.
His ways are of other fashion.
That's another fashion. Contrary to what we do.
Right.
Everything they do is contrary to us. They with that.
If I can add real quick, if you look that up on YouTube, raw meat eating, it's all Edomites, man. You can scroll for
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, it's like what he just said, or you just said, and just off of explaining that, that's a plain example of understanding Genesis the 25th chapter. He wanted pottage that wasn't done. And that explained why would he make movies about being a vampire. You know, blood is where the life is
But
at.
that just shows you too that this is all of the Lord.
It is.
You got the caveman of the earth, ruling over everybody.
Yeah,
base.
Right? And you see his nature is still there. He still want to eat them raw ass meat, man. You know what I'm saying?
He the man of the field. The man come to work just wearing freaking shorts. It's fucking blistering.
You ask them
outside.
celebrities, what do they think? They say they shower goddamn, once a month, man.
Yeah.
Unless they smell themselves.
Yeah, they don't use soap.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
They don't use a rag.
In Rome, they would smell if your aroma. They would tell you, oh, you smell like onions today. I like it because they were used to you having that beastly smell. And they just put their hand in water, hit their face, and they go right in their woman just for water.
One of them queens over there, the Queen of England, one of them,
yeah.
she's only washed her ass twice in her whole life.
Yeah, and when she had period blood, she wouldn't change. She wouldn't change her period joint. It was like a ritual. It gave her a freaking. They said a royal smell, and people would have to cover their nose when they do the banquets in England. They was fucking weird as hell, and they were all using. Women that had a period in England, they would, hey, yo, you use these.
And in the law, you're not supposed to be around your woman while she's on her period. Right. You're supposed to have a separate spot.
Yeah.
She's like clean.
But yeah, we're monkeys. No, we're monkeys. We're the degenerate beasts.
Right. Yeah. We was living in tents and fucking huts.
Yeah.
Y'all so civilized.
Shooting,
Taught them how to do everything.
Yeah. And in the time of the natives, they was sharing corn when they had to take a shit.
Yeah, real talk.
Use a corn on the car.
You wipe your ass with corn and then give it to the man from the other side.
And you've been in the grocery store and you see them walk, and you have to walk past and you smell them, bro. You be like, God damn, what is that smell? You know what I'm saying? And you walking back, bro, off the chain, bro.
And all of these are examples of their spirit not being upright within them.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't make them upright like the Israelites.
And they're a different manner of people. Whole different,
Yeah. Look, that's why they was fighting. Single like,
yeah.
so
That's why they eat off in a womb.
yeah.
As Scripture said, lest there be any fornicator, profane person in
Esau.
Yeah.
No? Because this dude was profane. He's the deviant, man.
Yeah.
Straight deviant, bro.
He didn't even care about his birthright.
Right.
Like you literally saying, fuck my descendants. Fuck my head.
Yeah, I work with a lot of Edomites at work. Like if I'm drinking on something on the line and I gotta leave the line and come right back.
Throw it away.
Yeah, I thought that shit.
Throw that shit away.
Like,
Yeah.
throw that shit away, get a new one. I'm never not even a chance.
Verse 16.
I don't even be thinking they did that. It's just automatic.
Verse 16. We are esteemed of whom as counterfeit. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. You know what I mean? We look at their ways as filthy ways. He pronounceth the end of the just.
Hey, Salakia, they got that commercial where the lady's sitting there eating her popcorn and she's handing it off, and then you see it, then all of a sudden they turn to it and she's just grabbing a handful. Then they show it's her dog just fucking just in there, just eating her popcorn, and then she just goes right after it and just throws it in. Man. It's showing you.
Look at the X-ray and shit.
What Joe said, he said he wouldn't even let him sit next to his dog.
Because they into bestiality,
Yeah. So that's a high ritual with the high elites. Bestiality.
Even monkeys lower, you might do that shit too.
Huh?
Even monkeys lower levels, you might do that shit.
Yeah, it been mad arrests last month. Men and women making porn videos with their dogs.
Yeah, you know that. But in some states, a lot of, well, I ain't gonna say some states. Still, it's a lot of states where bestiality is legal in America.
Sometimes it's just a slap on the wrist. It's not even a real penalty. If you sleep with a beast, that's fucking disgusting.
Beast,
You gotta go, bro.
Gotta die.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go to the goddamn grave, bro.
You gotta dry erase board that nigga.
The one lady just went to jail giving her damn dog a full Zaki McZaki.
Yeah, we good.
That's wicked.
Let's move on.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. Let us see if his words are true. This is what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to see if what we're saying is true. let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen
And what
in the end of him.
and what are they doing? They're doing what's that, Jeremiah, what's that, 31 or 35? Where they're trying to search out the stars. They're trying to search out the deep. Right? Because the Lord said, if you can search that out, you can do it. They're literally trying to do that stuff, man.
Yeah.
They're literally trying to come up with devices and different things to try to get that blessing back, man.
That's an impossible task.
Right.
Yeah. That
They gotta
shows you.
try though. They gotta try.
Yeah, they gonna try.
That they go back to Egypt, where they had sorcerers doing the same thing that you're doing. They like Jeremiah said, they'll buy the top scientists and scholars, and they try to analyze that to the best of their ability. When they come to a stomach ground, they watch the Hebrew Israelites, because even if you go to the Jewish.org, they tell you that they used to make certain deals with the Romans to watch what certain people that was following Mashiach's doctrine, what is they teaching, and they come back and tell me, so that when it would happen, they would be there ahead of time and try to manipulate. That's what they do on this side by studying what the apostles and what the real men of the Lord is teaching.
Hey, didn't I don't know what king that was, but with the 3 wise men, ain't that what he did? He asked the wise men, hey, what the scripture said.
First chapter. Yeah.
Continuing on. Verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And that's what they trying to roll the dice on. They're trying to see if the Lord will protect us.
Yeah. That goes to Judas 5th chapter, verse 21. If they Lord before them, it would be a repo. So they were trying to find a way to keep you in sin. And that's the time of the serious baptism.
Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. So they're gonna try to prove our patience, man.
You got something?
Yeah.
We're gonna put a couple more and get about it.
I mean, it's a closed one. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 12 in the NLT. It says, this means that the Most High's holy people must endure persecution patiently, obeying his commands and maintaining their faith in Yahweh Shai. You know, that's going back to what he was saying earlier about the things that's about to take place. You know, you got to maintain your faith in Yahweh Shai right now, so that when those times come, we're going to overcome. You know, like Yerman always keeps saying, having dreams of being separated from his family or being in jail. You got the scriptures now, so now when it comes, it's just, man, this was meant to happen, man. Right. You know, so maintain your faith now, like right now.
Gotta do it now.
Yeah, because when that MOTB come, if you're not connected or maintaining your faith, you're gonna be one of them niggas in the first Maccabees trying to make that covenant with them by taking the Karagma. Bill Gates said you are not gonna be considered a citizen when his mRNA is pushed in the world. You're not gonna be considered a citizen in the United States if you didn't take it. Okay? So,
Hey, so with that, we can close it out, brother. Go ahead.
okay, we're gonna face it and give our praises to the one true power. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well through the Spirit, and the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, but willing as a whole, that can all continue in sound doctrine. With that, shalom. Lord willing, y'all was edified.
I ain't gonna lie. It's cold.